would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the Big Apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's, dangerous corners. You better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how can you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that in 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting...
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Commanders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Right to the air is Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Throwing on second and long. Rodgers, he's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
A 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders. At about the 32. First down, Hal to throw. Out route looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Second down, Hal back to pass. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, Howell. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
Well, they do now. The key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now on 2nd and 13, Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And we'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Fielded at about the 28. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side. And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's when you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. Now Jones. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Second down and goal. Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of it.
Good coverage on the outside. And I think that's where he wanted to check that down, too. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And it's a Packers touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Powell's throw complete to Dotson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. This defense for the Packers, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Faking the handoff. Howell. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. To try again after the sack. Howell. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Sly able to put this one through. And they will move up by 10 now. 17-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you can just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears won't realize as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. Takes it at the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Powell's throw complete there to Thomas. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And they go play action with Howell. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Howell. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. Able to connect with Dotson. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Tackle made by Everson Griffin. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. And that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They'll run with Gibson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. This time they'll throw it with Howell. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Crosby with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because
he's got a man complete. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. 30. 10. He will take this all the way. Touchdown. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well. Especially the quarterback.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw it the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
He's got room at the 30. Look at the big man rumble. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Gibson will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now a first down carry by Jones. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime, Mings, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. An inside give to Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 60. And the Packers have answered back with a third quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter. Crosby on now to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17 and beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. Room here to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First down, Howell to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, program, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's busted before he can get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they're at in this situation. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away?
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On 2nd and 7, Howell. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Rodgers to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. Back to throw, Rodgers. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now Crosby for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's Howell. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week as evidence.
What I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta